The scientific community agrees that the Earth is warming and the effects are most dramatic at the North and the South Poles. The warming trends have researchers concerned about one animal in particular that calls the Arctic home, the polar bear. The thinning and in some cases disappearing ice is having a profound impact on the behavior of the world's largest land carnivore. And for tonight's Planet in Peril report, we sent our partner in this series, wildlife biologist Jeff Corwin, up there to chase some bears and see for himself what's going on.
Man. Hey Anderson, this is what it's all about. We're in the middle of the Arctic on this vast table of ice. The temperature is hovering around 0 degrees Fahrenheit, but when you throw in the wind chill factor, it's more like 15, maybe 20 degrees below zero. But I gotta tell you, I'm warmed with this thrill and exciting moment of this ultimate capture. We're traveling with Steve Amstrip and Jeff York. They're wildlife biologists. They work with USGS, and we've been tracking this polar bear along this plain of ice and snow, and Steve, as you saw, has landed a perfect shot, and it's delivered that anesthesia, and it's knocked down this bear perfectly.
That's 178.
So what we're doing right now is we're gathering data from this animal as they measure it. For example, what we have right here is we have a total body length, we'll do tail length. We do various measurements to sort of ascertain the length of the bear. We do sort of this one in the prone position, and then we'll do one sort of in the fetal position. Okay. Heart girth length?
98.5.
98.5.
Polar bears feed on seals, which feed on fish, which feed on crustaceans, which feed on smaller organisms than that. And so the polar bear is on the top of the system, and it reflects everything, sort of integrates everything underneath it to give us an understanding of what the health of this ecosystem is.
So what we have, Anderson, are incredible projects like this. These scientists spend a lot of their lives up here studying these bears. Steve has been here for over 26 years, and that data is contributing to us sort of re-exploring the world of the polar bear. Today, we quite possibly could put them in the endangered species list. And of course, what that tells us is that global warming or climate change is no longer a situation of conjecture, that it's really taking place. And of course, if the polar bear is affected by this change in the environment, by the loss of this ice, so will all other life forms and ultimately human beings as well.
Well, Jeff made mention of the endangered species listing for the polar bear. The listing recommendation was made last December, and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service has 1 year from then to study the science and make their decision. Now, if it is listed, it would be the first time an animal would receive protection under the Act based on future climate projections. Still ahead on 360, more in our IMIS exclusive. He may be suing CBS, and we have part of his contract. Also ahead, new information about a story we brought to you as it was developing last night with the Los Angeles police chief.